Have the round of applause starting from this side of the room. I didn't ask for that, but whooping and the cheering. Bring on the opening act is Sue.
Thank you very much, Phil. Okay, I've got a load of special things for you. I don't kill myself on this wire. I can't see what's gone. Right. Okay. Now I'm 45 years old, and I don't know whether I've got neurosis or I just love complaining about absolutely everything. Everything's getting on my nerves these days. I get angry about everything. I also like conspiracy theories. Any conspiracy theories people in the audience? No. Yeah. Great. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Now. Okay, there's three. I've got hundreds of things I'm angry with and frustrated with. I've got a top list of hit list today of three items even. Okay, so the first one is mini Cheddars. Okay, now let me tell you why. Okay, on this packet here is a multi-pack bag. Okay, it has a best before date on there. Okay, that's all nice and simple. Now I have a crisp box at home. Yes, I do. Okay, now when I take the crisps out of the bag, I put them into my crisp box, and I like to put them in date order. Okay, it's quite logical. Yeah, well it would be. Except you get 12 of these in the multi-pack bag, and they haven't got a best before date actually on them. So I have to manually write the date on each one. Now I thought, well okay, maybe they can't put this little bag through a machine to print a little code on. But they bloody well can. There's like a little code on there. It's even got the time, I believe, that they're made. So I thought, right, this isn't good enough. So I like to complain, so I phoned up the customer care hotline. And I spoke to a care line agent. And it was quite remarkable. She said, yes, due to manufacturing complexities, we can't tell you the best before date. But we can tell you the machine number, the time the pack was made, the date, the month, the week it was made, what else? The production team, the shift team, the line number. I can tell you everything except the best before date. So I said, well, what does the code actually mean? So she said, right, they were made on the third Thursday of the first month of this year's accounting period. By this time, my eyes were like rolling around in my head, thinking, what? Why can't they just put a best before date on there? It's quite simple. And yeah, so I was just like pretty gobsmacked. So then I phoned again. This was about a few weeks ago when I made that first phone call. So I phoned again on Thursday just to double check I had actually heard her correctly. And this second agent said, oh no, that's wrong. She said, it stands for, the 0301 stands for 0 is 2010, the 301 is for the 301st day of the year, and then you add on 31 weeks to get your best before date. I mean, do you see what I'm getting at? I said, why have you got a code, and then in the code you've got another code telling me when it was made? I don't need to know any of that. I just want to know when I need to eat them by. So anyway, I was just like, anyway. So she did give me a little chink of hope, because she said there's a possibility now that they may, in due course, put the best before dates actually on the packs. Because I'll tell you why, that was a 25 gram bag. On the 35 gram bag, it's cost me 90p to prove this to you, they've got the best before date on there. See what I mean? It's mental. Right, now going on to conspiracy theories, this excites me greatly, this does. Right, now, if you look on this bag here, it's very difficult to find this one-handed, hold on. Right, can you still hear me? Yes. Right, okay, on this bag here, okay, anybody read like, I don't know, historical mystery novels? Yeah, yes, I'll expose you, don't you worry. Right, okay, now on here, there's a Z. There's an I, there's an O, and there's an N, Zion. Now the word Zion, it gets historical mystery writers very excited. I don't really know quite what Zion actually means, but it gets them excited, I know that much. Now the other thing I found out was that number 12, okay, that is a very, really mystical, very spiritual number. You've got 12 zodiac signs, you've also got 12 apostles. Okay, now, bear with me here. This is one of those moments when I suddenly discovered something really top secret this afternoon, just about 3 o'clock. So I'm going to share this with you because this is absolutely fantastic. Right, I looked up the number 12 on the internet and I wanted to know what the symbolic meaning really was. And here it says, 12, this is Genesis chapter 14, verse 4. And this is the first time 12 appeared in the Bible. And it says, 12 years they served Cheddar, Loma, who was the king of Elam. And in the 13th year they rebelled. Now this is absolutely amazing. Many Cheddars have been around for 12 years. We're now about to go into the 13th year. They are rebelling. They are demanding the best before date on every little packet. So I want to empower them. I'm going to protest. I'm going to keep phoning up that care line, and I want to encourage every one of you to phone the care line and back up this campaign. Get them the best before date. That's what they want. That's what they deserve. Okay? That's the first thing I'm angry with. Right. Okay. Oops. Got a collapsing microphone stand. Let's forget that. Right. Okay, next thing on the hit list is Squeezy Marmite. Okay, now I buy Squeezy Marmite for convenience purposes. Okay, now after 4 or 5 squeezes, 4 or 5 sandwiches, they suddenly become very inconvenient. You squeeze in this ready little thing, little jar, you squeeze it into within like a millimetre of its life, and like nothing's coming out, so you have to undo the screw top squeezy thing and use it as a normal jar. Dirty brain. Who's invented this stupid stuff? So the sandwich that I started off making with great love now becomes sheer irritation. I'm very angry with this Squeezy Marmite. The sandwich is now sort of being full of love, it's full of negative vibrations and anger, and all my inner childhood stuff is all coming out. So what I need to do now, I need to restore my yin and yang, the yin and yang of the sandwich. I need to move it into my southwest corner of my kitchen, because that's the feng shui area for love. So there I move the sandwich, which is sort of falling apart. I move it, I do a bit of Reiki on it, restore everything that should be in there. And just for good measure, I could put like a rose quartz crystal on the top, that's for love as well. And citrine is for digestion, because I think I'm probably going to need it by this point in time. Okay, so yeah, so now I need to wrap up this Marmite sandwich, and I need to use some cling film. Now what the hell happens to cling film? I put it in my cupboard, nice and neat, you just pull out one sheet and it works. Well, until you actually need it in a rush. And this is what happens. That happens. Okay, now you know what's... Okay, this is obviously a difficult one-handed. So, okay, so you go pull off, and that's what happens. I need to wrap my Marmite sandwich in that. That is no good for anything. Well, it might be for some people, but anyway, but whatever. Okay. That's getting a bit rude. Actually, talking about cling film and rude things, if you go on the internet and put cling film, there are some really dodgy websites out there. I've done quite an eye-opener. I'm a bit mentally scarred. But if you do anything with cling film, make sure you've got a pair of scissors near you as well. Otherwise you might suffocate. Okay. Okay, I have to try and remember. Okay, right. So anyway, I'm really quite... So I'm one of these people I like to know what the truth is behind things. And there's nothing stranger than sort of the truth and not the fiction. So I look on the internet for a cling film expert, because I want to know what this technical thing is with cling film. So I phoned up, food safety agency is the only place I could find, and I said, have you got a cling film expert? And they said, yes. I said, can I speak to him, please? So I spoke to this very nice man called Vincent, and I did promise him I sent him a tape of this act. And I'm sure he'll be delighted. And I said, what is it called when cling film rips? And he said, well, it's not actually called anything, which is why I couldn't find it on the internet. So I said, look, I need a name. He said, right. He said, let me think of one. So here we are. This is a world-breaking moment. This has never, ever been revealed, ever, in the whole of this planet, because I looked on the internet, there's nothing on there. Okay, so cling film ripping. The real name, as of now, is divergent pull-through. There we go. Anyway, that's it for tonight from me. Thank you very much, and God bless.
That was Sue! And she's brought everything. She goes, what an effort she went to the gig. And, yeah. I don't know about Best Friday, I just see them immediately. Because that's